Hi, Michael.
Hi, Crystal. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty good. Thank you. Excited to be talking about you and this show. Fatima is my favorite character. I'm not going to lie, even in Sisters. Look, she is so
Thank you.
gangster. She is so raw, but she is so loyal. She's one of the most loyal people you could play, I feel, on TV right about now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
How
Thank
about
you.
you? How do you feel with not only having your own spinoff? You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's
Yeah.
a dream come true.
hmm You know what? It first of all, it is a dream come true. I am super grateful. I had to take time on Saturday to really just sit down and just be in the moment because life can just be moving so fast that you don't have time to soak it all in. So I took some time on Saturday to really soak it in, and I am just above the moon right now. Like I can't even put into words how I feel. And to think that this is something I've wanted to do all my life, and I moved to Atlanta in 2009 and it took 10 years for it to come true. So 2019 was when Sistas first aired or when we first filmed Sistas. And to see where I started and to see where I am now, I couldn't have written my story any better.
I think it is just one of those Hollywood stories people hope for. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy because Fatima is not one, she's not on any of the posters when it comes to sisters, but there's something very dynamic that makes her stand out. And I believe that Zatima comes from Fatima being that standout character because
Mhm.
at any boyfriend, but it's just, it's you.
Yeah.
How does that
It's and that's grateful because the fans, when I tell you they are ride or die. Any character that has a problem with Fatima, I had to literally go online and say, I really like this person in real life. And yes, I was like, we are real people behind these characters. Calm down. Because people take it serious. Like they do not play about Fatima, but I'm super grateful for everyone that supports me.
Definitely, you have a
It's
fan
really
and
great.
supporter in me myself. So
Thank you. Thank you so much.
what do you feel like from Sisters to Fatima that we will start to see more in Fatima? What do you feel like? What can we start to expect more backstory, more like, because I'm seeing episode 1 and you go straight to the strip club and
Fatima is not wasting any time. You get to meet my family, my friends. You even see a more vulnerable side. I think Fatima knows her place in the relationship now. So she's stepping into that and owning that, which is why she felt comfortable going to the strip club to talk to Heather. But I feel like you'll definitely still see that same OG Fatima, still knocking people upside the head, still don't play, and still loyal, loves her Zac to death. But I feel like you'll definitely see, you get to meet my family, you'll understand Fatima more. I feel like you'll understand her choices, why she is the way she is, and it'll help validate a lot of decisions that she makes.
Nice. I love that. Do you feel any more pressure now that it's Fatima is this, like, star lead? Because it's different, like, when the show, it's like you're like, hey, I'm just gonna make sure I stand out, but you're like, oh, all eyes are on Crystal now.
It is different. It's even different shooting. Sisters is an ensemble cast, so the workload is spread out evenly through the cast. So it's not as tedious as when Deval and I have our own show now. So it's a bigger workload, a heavier workload. That's the biggest difference. And then even being more visible because I'm on the Sisters billboard, but to actually have my own billboard where it's just me and DeVal, it stands out even more.
Yeah.
So now I go places and everyone's like, Fatima, Fatima. It's so funny. And you can see people whispering, they're like, I think that's her, and actually staring. So that's been an adjustment as well. Not being able to just go to Houston's and have lunch at the bar by myself without people looking like, I think that's her. Because I be looking crazy sometimes. Trying to be like, she looked like her, but I don't know.
I don't know if I thought she was gonna look like that in real life too. You're like, no,
Right.
Crystal is a real human being that does not always doll up for y'all.
No, honey. I would be in a hoodie and a hat just like you on a
Because
regular
I
day.
need a haircut.
That's me most of the time. So I'm like, I'm just going to throw this hat on. Keep it
Nice.
moving.
I love that. I want to say that it's 10 years later, with the time I have left, I would love to talk about a little bit of your journey because I think
Mhm.
that's such an inspiration for people to not give up. It's so easy nowadays in social media. So before we
Yeah,
end, can you, tell me what kept you going and some advice you want to give to other people?
absolutely. I've always been like this as a child. If I had my mind set to something and it's something I really wanted to do and it was set in my heart, there was nothing anyone could do to stop me. I don't care what it was. And I think even this was a dream that was put into me at a very young age. And I went to DC after college and worked on Capitol Hill for a few years. But I think when it's in you and it's for you, it'll never leave you. So I got to Atlanta and hit the ground running with music and trying to get my foot in the door in acting. And I hit a lot of closed doors. There was not a lot of open door opportunities for me. There were a few people that saw something in me and gave me small opportunities, but no one was going to give me anything. And I'm very, very appreciative of that because it's made this moment even more monumental and more appreciative because I had to really work for it and pay my dues. I think what I would tell people is that there's something that you want to do and you have a dream. Don't be afraid to go back to the bottom to build up. I was at a place in my life where I was good, I was financially stable, and I decided, you know what? I play the safe route. I'm going to really go after what I want to go for. And in doing that, I had to go back down to the bottom as a production assistant, which was an entry level position, getting people's coffee, making copies, putting scripts together, just doing anything that the designers and the supervisor needed done. But I knew it was important to be around what I wanted to do. And I feel like anytime you have a goal or a dream, always try to work in that area so that you can become a student of that game, whatever it is. And it was important for me to make sure I was on set and I didn't care what I had to do, well, within reason, but
I got some boundaries now.
Anything? Listen, that's why it took so long, okay? Because I wasn't going to do anything. But no, yeah, within reason and always keeping my standards high, respect myself and demanding that respect. So I always tell people, don't be afraid to start over. And if it's something that you really want to do, that passion will never leave your heart, and always listen to that.
Nice. I love that. You just took me to church. Let me go pray a little bit and meditate now.
Okay, honey. Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate this. Looking forward to more supporting the show, talking about the show with friends. And I hope you have a blessed, wonderful day.
Michael, you as well. And thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it for real.
Thank you.
All right, honey. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.